This is how you make a cage. Hello Munchkins and viewers alike, it's me Munchie and welcome back to another bad cage review. Now the one you see behind me, I just made for you guys. It is a Preview 528 cage off of Amazon that I so highly rate just because it is higher than the minimum square inch for hamsters, and this is a great wired cage for Syrian hamsters. I haven't really tested it on dwarfs yet, but I do believe because of the bar spacing the dwarfs would be fine with it. But no, today we are not reviewing this. I'm just demonstrating how easy that was to actually make it. But today we will be reviewing this thing. Yeah! Isn't that crazy? We're gonna be reviewing the Castle from Tiny Tales. Now, before you guys get into this review, please make sure that you are on board with us and understand why we are advocating for bigger is better and for the correct enrichment and enclosure for your small hamster. Specifically, just hamsters because I'm the hamster lady. I have both personal and foster hamsters that I am caring for right now, and I want people to understand that 450 square inches should be the minimum for the hamsters. And in case you guys are ever in the pet stores looking at cages such as this, to please avoid them. And the reason why this is going to be considered a bad review is it does not meet the minimum requirements in the United States for a cage for hamsters. 450 square inches should be minimum. Anything that is plastic like this and is small and is not very functional to most hamsters because they are burrow species. They like to be down and dig deep. They don't really like the height. But today, the Tiny Tales is the layered cage. It has an upper level. Now the preview behind me does have an upper level, and sometimes my Syrians do like to climb up it. However, they don't really need it. But Syrians, however, do like to be on the lookout for predators. That's their prey instincts, is to sit up high and look out for danger. So I am going to be reviewing this today, but right off the bat, it is a bad cage because of this size. And because last time I did the rocket ship review for you guys. If you haven't checked out that review, please go click on the card. But if you would like to see my review on that hexagon horrible shape and horrible cage, please review it. I think this one is definitely going to be a little bit better than the hexagon rocket ship, and the reason why is because right off the bat you don't have to have a weird angle going in. You can see right here on the cage, this is one of those basic designs that already KT Critter Trails has created. So I'm going to see how bad it truly is today. So let's get started, and hopefully this one doesn't infuriate me like the last one did. Oh my goodness, it was a nightmare. For those of you who are against cages such as the one I'm about to review, you might be asking yourself, Munchie, why are you putting money in the company's pocket if you don't want anybody to buy these? Isn't that counterproductive? Isn't that just giving them more money? Petsmart does have a return policy of 60 days with the receipt. So what I'm doing is every time I go and get a new cage, I'm just swapping out from the last cage I had, and then at the very end, all I'm gonna do is gonna be exchanging the money I already spent into a cage such as this, into say more animal supplies, or the money just gets returned to my bank account. And of course with PetSmart's return policy, just like Petco's, anything that is rodent related that has been used will get RTV'd and it will get taken out of their inventory and spoiled. I could be reviewing this cage and somebody might come along saying, oh hey, I have this cage, I want to see what she says. And then they find out, oh hey, this cage is garbage. And then they might return it and put their hamster in something bigger, more suitable, and more enriching. Hopefully changing the opinions of others to think about the way they care for their small animal and hopefully get their small animal into something a lot better. So that's why I'm doing it. If I could change a couple people's, that's what matters to me. Alright, so this time I have a nice little setup table, so I'm not going to be doing this on the floor, and it actually is going to look like a presentation. I'm a little bit far away from the camera and the mic, so I'm sorry about that if you hear an echo, or if you hear anything else like the bell bottles being licked up by the hamsters, hamsters running on their wheels, noise in the background. That's all the hamsters right behind you. So you probably are going to hear that a lot, but let's get right into this one, shall we? Let's see, open up the package. Taking this out, it's always so easy, isn't it? So we got everything out. There goes the box. Set this off the side. The important part, the styrofoam. Oh, da, 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 da. You know, that stuff we can bolt. All right, so I do want to say one positive thing, just one. It's purple pink. I love purple. So that's like the only good thing that I like about this cage is it's pretty. Actually, I like everything about the cages because they look appealing, but they look like a toy. Well, I don't know. I just hope you kids out there that watch this are not gonna go and send your little hamster into like a battle with a dragon or something like this. You know what I'm saying? Because remember guys, the rocket ship makes it seem like you're gonna blast off your hamster. With the castle here, you might just send your hamster into battle with a dragon. So look at this guys. This stuff right here reminds me of a toy, like one of those play school toys. Which it actually is made very well. I will say that. Oh no. So far, very positive remarks, but you guys know what I think about tiny little cages like these. You probably out there are having a hard time if you have one of these cages trying to clean it. The tubes, oh, the worst part. People never want to clean the tubes, and you probably are gonna put off on spot cleaning and deep cleaning these things. So that could be a bummer, especially to a hamster. They don't want to live in their filth, so you gotta be cleaning it often. This is the top, and it actually has a carrier. Can I open that? What? How do I open that? Let's see, lock, unlock. Oh, it's a slidey thing. Lock, unlock. I feel so old. I didn't look at it first, but it actually says lock and unlock. But that's a very tiny entryway right there. It's not too bad. And usually the hamsters who are prey animals, if they see something coming in at the top, it's gonna scare them. So it's best to come in at the side. But there is gonna be a side latch here, so we'll take a look at that. All right, let's start with the base. All right, this is looking good. Now we need latches. It looks like it might want us to put them in. Yes, I think so. Yep, there we go. And it goes down all the way and latch. So let's see here. Why does that, it always pushes out on the side. Look at that. Do you see what I mean? They always look like they're going out when they're supposed to be straight. I think that's a problem that I am seeing with these wired cages. Go in, go in. Okay, that looks good. We're good. Oh my gosh, they're purple. Okay, the color design is really nice. It's really nice, it's appealing to me. So it looks like we need this connected to this. So it's gonna go like that. Problem is I should probably have it like this and then pop one of these on. Rings in there so it sits secure, nice and snug there. You see that? Yep. And then I just go in underneath. No, don't pop out. This on, there we go. All right, and then this one's gonna connect to this. This is kind of awkward because I have a table here to do this. Otherwise, this would probably be going in between my legs. Why won't you go on? Oh. Okay, it's not broken, it's not broken. Okay, I got it on. I got it on, I'm good. These things again, these little corners that are supposed to snap onto the wires here to keep the shelving in place, they broke on me. So let's see if I can get this on the wire. So it looks like it wants us putting it right here. What? Now this side, look at this. It's coming out again. Are you kidding me? Petsmart, are you kidding me? Okay, let's just, one more time.
A few inches later.
Be a good cage. Be a good cage. Yeah, you bad. This is so bad that you worked. It worked. It just wants us to pop it right up here. All right, there's one side. Ah, that works. Uh-oh, next it wants us to test out the water bottle. So for this one, I only filled it up partially. I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of water in there. Why? Why do I only have a problem with these bottles? Like, come on. I'm just gonna let it pee on my table and see if that works. Did that work? Nope. Nope, if I squeeze it when it's gravity pulling the water down, it doesn't work. If I squeeze it, gravity pulling the water down this way, but the nozzle's up this way, and you flip it over and you think that's good, and you see those go up to the top, and if it doesn't leak, oh, what do you know? It's not leaking. So, but when the hamster goes and does that, it's leaking. It is literally creating a puddle on my desk. All right, so I hate this water bottle. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I use the Petsmart's Bell bottle that is usually always blue. You can find it online. It's called Oasis on Amazon. It's a 3-ounce water bottle. They do make the 8-ounce water bottles, but they're out of stock right now. But I highly recommend them just because they come with their own guard and they could be easily fit in a wire cage, a bin cage, or a tank. All right, so that was a failed demonstration. Terribly sorry about that, guys. So I'm just screwing one piece together in with the other until it fits. Perfect. It fits. Pop this out, hallelujah, and now we get to be sticking tubes through it. So this is very nifty. This actually came like this, like the actual tubes are inside here. How am I, okay, there it goes. I was about to say, how am I supposed to get it out? Bon appetit tubes. They say these tubes are actually bigger than KT's tubes, and I'm so sad because I had KT tubes, but I threw them all out because they were absolute garbage, and I tried to wash them and the crud was just caked on. When people don't wash these tubes, and if they don't want to take them apart, it is going to be such a troublesome thing because all of the feces and urine gets trapped in these tubes. And if nobody wants to clean this, it's gonna be so bad, like sanitary wise for the hamster. They're not gonna be living in a good environment if you don't clean your tubes. I'm going to first put on this one because it makes it a little easier if I pop this one on first. That's pretty cool, huh? Now where does this go again? I was supposed to pop it from the inside. There we go. Ah, much easier. All right, so we got that in the actual cage itself. Now we're on step 13. So we're gonna be connecting it like this. That actually connects very well, but it's so twisty. You don't want it to be this twisty, but hey, this is what the design calls for, so we're gonna do it. Oh, now we get to put another shelf in place here. But it actually looks like it wants us to take the blocker that we just took out of here and put it in like so. And now the reason for this is because it's not going to come down like that one does. So let's just stick it in here and see if the shelving will stick to the sides of the wire. Let's do the pound test. That's good. Okay. All right, so it looks like we just get to put on the top now. And then after we put on the top, then we put on the decor to make it look like a castle. All right, all right, all right, all right. We good? We good? Guys, I made my first cage. The rocket ship doesn't count because I couldn't safely put it together. This one I have completed. All right, now let's accessorize it. Oh, step 9, put in the wheel. So it looks like we can fit the wheel in here. It's gonna be fine, but where is the wheel gonna go is my question. Ooh, yeah, okay, now that I'm spinning this wheel, guys, I'm getting a lot of resistance, and you want a wheel to spin smoothly. If you're finding it hard to spin it, that means your hamster is gonna have a harder time pushing it. Also, it is possibly likely that this could get stuck in the future, and it could slow down even further. So what's gonna happen to this wheel here is if your hamster starts running on it, it's going to, as you can hear, hit and move back and forth. That's not gonna be good. You don't want this. You want it to be latched, attached, and stable. So another thing is that the platform is so close to the wheel, it could hit it. So I don't know if I can move this platform up one more. I think I can, but it just seems so close, you know? It's so claustrophobic. But hey, if this is what you want your hamster to be in, a claustrophobic mess, then by all means, go ahead, do it. No, don't do it, don't do it. Please don't do it. So it looks like right here, it wanted us to angle it. So let me just hook it on. So it wants it to look like this and snap on. Oh, hey, what do you know? It does work. Ta-da! The castle is complete. Time for a hammy! Alright, so both Chunky Chip and Reinhardt was in this cage that you just saw, and under my observation, I did see a few red flags with my hamsters. First of all, I put Chunky Chip in first, and he went on the wheel, and as you can see, he knew it was a wheel, but he didn't want to use it, and the reason is because he was too big on that wheel, so he got immediately off. But poor Chunky Chip, he did not understand that you were supposed to go up the tube, so he was very confused. It wasn't really a panic look to his face. He didn't seem like he was really stressed. He just seemed confused. And I do have tubes within their enclosures, but they are a lot bigger than these little tubes right here. So he never actually went to the top, but I did have treats to entice him to get up to the top, but that did not work out. I do believe I saw Chunky bite the bar just once, but that was it. And to those of you wondering about what's going on with Chunky, Chunky does have a mass underneath his neck, so we're not going to be expecting him to be around much longer. He is on antibiotics right now, but that has not helped him, and so he has this mass that we don't know exactly what it is, and he's already almost at 2.5 years old, so the vet thinks that there's not really much we can do and invest in Chunky Chip because he is an old hammy. So that's just a little update for you guys here. I wanted to show him so you guys can see him for a couple more times before he has to go. And then I put Reinhardt in, and for those of you saying that, oh no, this is the greatest cage for dwarf hamsters, he absolutely hated it. He was bar biting, he was panicking, especially since I put him up on the shelf because he just did not want to use the tubes, and I wanted to see at least one hammy up there to see how they like it. He didn't want to get down in the tubes. He saw the tubes, he didn't want to get down. These are some steep tubes. It's kind of ridiculous that some of these tubes are just so steep or small that they are just so claustrophobic. The hamsters don't want to use it, but he was panicking and he didn't like it. But he was the only hamster able to get on the wheel and run on it. The thing that I noted from the wheel was that it was noisy. He did show a little bit of a resistance. It wasn't very smooth when he ran on it, but then he noticed the holes in the wheel and he wanted to bite them. He did not like that. He wanted to climb it and he bit the center of the wheel. So he was so stressed out in this cage. He hated it. I don't even want to try the turret because it turns out the turret, as you can see right here, does not have a tube connecting it. It has two tubes that attach to the bottom so it could be attached to the cage, but the gimmick with this turret here is that you have to buy one of the straight tubes so it can attach up here. This tube attaches here and then another tube attaches there. But the problem is now you don't have a way to connect. So if the hamster goes up, there's no way of getting to the castle. And I didn't know that. So this is actually not safe because I only have a certain amount of tubes. Now you guys could say, well, you can push it closer so it can fit right there, which is, it's true, but now he can't get out. He can't use that. He's just stuck. So I could forcefully put my hamsters in something like this and have them go down. But as you can see, the stairs are not very stable. And the way to actually get this off, if you ever want to clean it, is just twisting motions. Oh, it was stuck there, but yeah, you just twist that. And then for this one, you just give it a twist too because it has locking mechanisms in there. And then you pull it out like that. You pull this off. And this is how you clean the stairs, but what I noticed upon receiving it is it's already very dusty. I already wiped off quite a bit, but look at that. That's dust right there. I don't know if you can see clearly. You can probably see from this side. Yeah, see the dust right there? This is straight out of the box. It is disgusting. It's dusty. So this is another cage fail. The wheel is not suitable for Syrians. The wheel is resistant and noisy when running on it. It did not slide around when Reinhardt, my dwarf hamster, was running on it, but he did not want to use the tubes. Neither of them wanted to use the tubes. Chunky Chip was confused and started climbing the sides. So did Reinhardt, and he started climbing the top thinking, how can I get out? And they just were in panic mode. Well, at least one of them was. The other one seemed like, Mommy, what are you doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the review. On the cage itself, it says, find the most suitable enclosure for your hamster. This is definitely not it. And if you notice on there, it says remove all collars course, before placing your animal inside the enclosure, there is hamster leashes online, but they're not collars, because it states on this cage that this is suitable for gerbils, which it's not. Gerbils are true plastic, and mice. Not to mention on the box, it does show you Dash and Dash's adventure and what you can do with this. What should Dash do? How this story unfolds is all up to you. Dash loved to explore and often climbed up the castle tower to watch the village below. Is that a dragon in the distance? Just like the way they market this, it sounds like a toy and you're on an adventure. Your hamster does not need to be on an adventure with you. You are to enjoy the hamster by just watching it chew, run around, play on its wheel, chew up some toys, get in its hide, burrow deep inside. You don't need to send your hamster on a mission to find a dragon. And of course, the box does say, just like the rocket ship, gradually help your pet to accept the containment. How would you like it if I said that you child that is watching, I would like to fit you inside this box and you were to gradually accept the confinement of this box. You were gonna live in this box. This is your box now. You probably wouldn't like it if I forced you to live in here. So why force a hamster or a small pocket pet to live in something such as that castle? It is a nice castle though. I will say the construction for this castle was a lot better than the rocket ship. So whoever thought of the castle, good job. You should work for a toy company. Also, this cage is 228 square inches of unbroken floor space. And unfortunately, I would just never recommend something so small like that. 450 definitely is a good starting point and working your way up if your animal needs more space. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like my bad review of this cage and why I don't recommend it, and then please hit like to show your support, and also comment down below anything you'd like to say. I have a petition down below if you guys would like to check out why these cages are bad. There is the Hamster Association societies and clubs that are totally against cages such as this, as well as ethical breeders. If breeders and rescues and people like me that like to foster hamsters and take care of them, if we are telling you guys something like this is not suitable for your beloved pets, there is a good reason why we're saying it and shooting up little red flags, or in this case, little pink ones. So please listen to us and also to read the change.org petition. There's a lot of good information in that post, as well as there's links and credibility for people who observe hamster behaviors. So thanks guys so much, and if you want to become a part of the Munchkin family, please subscribe. We are happy to have you. Bye!